Hi, I'm Rebecca Batista, and I'm going to be giving my reflection on my student teaching. My student teaching experience has shaped my philosophy more than I would have thought. Like many teachers, I got into teaching because of my love for students. I used to never agree with those teachers who had the philosophy, if you give them an inch, they take a mile. I used to disagree and think that students should be given a lot of grace because they're kids. In my experience in the classroom this semester, however, I have seen and experienced the importance of a well-managed learning environment. Students are unable to learn both academic lessons and disciplines in a chaotic environment. My teaching philosophy has grown in its value of a well-managed classroom, expecting excellence from my students in a fair manner. I still see my students as individuals and I give them grace on bad days, but I also uphold them to a standard and I expect them to meet that standard. I have also learned a lot about technology and how to implement it in the classroom in order to create better learning opportunities. I was blessed to be placed in a classroom where students had one-to-one computers. I was able to implement tools for accommodations, such as Draft Builder, a writing tool that allows students to write their ideas once and then click and drag them and edit as needed, so that the writing process was quicker for my slower students. I was also able to use technology as a tool for challenging my higher students. They were able to research their opinions for evidence in their writing. There are many, many other ways to use technology in the classroom that enhance a lesson, accommodate struggling students, and challenge more advanced students. I am happy that I got to student teach at a school where technology is so available because it allowed me to discover so many resources that I can use in the future. Finally, I was incredibly blessed to be placed with a teacher who shares my Christian worldview. I was able to learn through her and through my individual experience strategies to implement my values in the classroom. First, the class had made a promise at the beginning of the year to follow classroom rules of kindness, respect, and integrity. It was written down and all students signed it, and Ms. Hanson hung it on the wall. Several times during the week, Mrs. Hanson or I would refer to those promises and remind students of what those values mean and remind them that they had made that promise. We also had a behavior section on the objective board. When students were struggling with a certain behavior, we would change it. For instance, the class had been struggling with talking out of turn, so we had a meeting and explained that talking out of turn was disrespectful to both the teacher and other students, and we explained why. Then we wrote the behavior objective on the board. I also liked the use of classroom meetings. A lot of times students benefit from conversation, so I can give them a think, pair, share, hand up, pair up, share up, or drawing names to talk about ethics and values and the importance of them. No matter how you are teaching ethics and morals, it is incredibly important. In conclusion, I have learned a lot from my student teaching experience. Even though I have been working in schools for years, I came into this experience with an open mind, ready to learn and grow. Because of this, I have improved and shaped my teaching philosophy. I learned about technology and all the wonderful, useful ways to implement it in the classroom, and the importance of teaching Christian ethics and values to your students, as well as strategies in which to do that.